Say that again.
Who's looking at you?
I'm looking at you.
Who's your daddy?
What are you doing?
Who's your daddy?
This is JAR. Here he is. Here he is.
Oh, no.
Talk about it. Say it again.
Call it again. Who's your daddy? Read my lips.
What you talking about? Say all you just said. What you doing?
No, I was just talking about trying to make a movement.
Good.
Being here a little while, being a part of a couple of movements. The movement for the greatest movement of civil rights was in the 60s with Martin Luther King, and then women's rights and the rights for the disability to have doors made larger and doors for the transit system so that they could be mobile within the society. And then, of course, the gay by transgender movement. Which, it is great to see that we're probably going to see one of the greatest movements finally get its human rights next to what was the African American movement in this country and the women's lib movement. Marriage equality is based on something that maybe all the others wasn't as focused on. That's the last freedom that we have as human beings on this planet, and that is the right to love, sleep with, and marry and take our life journey with whom we choose. The choice of that should be between two. It is not based on gender. Love is not based on gender. Sex is. So the next thing I can say about that is I don't need the government or any religious factions in my bedroom. Don't step in yours, don't step in mine.
You heard it, that's my cousin, y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's cousin/uncle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see him, yeah, you know where I get the loud mouth from. He's trying to keep it cool now because he on camera. He on camera.
Hey, what can I tell you? At 71, there's nobody out there any more into sex than me. Trust me.
71 waste that 31. See, this is the bloodline that coming from. You know, good looking. Everybody's good looking over here.
Do you think I should have maybe have ridden into this conversation on my horse?
Yeah, man. You should have wrote. See, you already put it out. You just did. When you said that.
I spent a lot of time here. We did the AIDS movement here. Hugely. I did 4 concerts here wrapping around that. The choice to be infected or not be infected is a responsibility for just putting on an overcoat and watching what you're doing with whom you're doing. Asking some questions that maybe we didn't have to ask. What are you into? What have you been doing? Questions that that support you being around to do it again and again and again and again.
Do you need to slow your ass down? That's what it boils down to. You need to slow down. That's what it boils down to.
It's awesome. We did been to the ranch back on the East Coast. So we brought 4 of those stud stallions out here, 2,000 miles across America. And we did the greatest horse race in America in 200 years. And it was based out of Santa Fe. It was a marriage between Santa Fe and Kansas. To bring tourism and people to look more at these areas to come and live and participate in, just visit for marriage situations or for vacationing. You can't beat vacationing out here.
That was cool. I wish I got a chance to join. That was like stuck in.
Hey man, well
let me do it again. I'm on now. I'm full time now, baby. I'm gonna follow you now.
What I'd like to do out here, and one of the reasons why I'm back out here with your cousin, my sister Yvonne Harper, is to try and be a part of that movement. I want to keep my East Coast ranch, but I'd like to put one out here and advance what I do international, which is international sport riding. Horses ridden like sports cars.
There you go, man. That's what's up.
And the horse sports car came before the car.
That's right.
So under the hood of that car is horsepower.
That's right.
I just believe that this area is just beginning to boom in its tourist direction. So tourism is based on also the marriage equality thing. A lot of the marriage is based on where you're going to hold your honeymoons, where you're going to eat, what hotels you're going to stay in. Long distance riding like I do is based on the same structure as the Australians and the British.
Natural riding. Natural riding, yeah.
Actually riding this. That's what that Santa Fe Trail was. It's the beauty of riding the way we rode. Because the true horse of America and American horsemanship is not classical. It is the cowboy. It is the Native American. So if we promote it our form of riding in this country rather than always somebody else's form. All those are imports. Why don't we get back to riding the way Americans rode and acknowledging it the way the Australians did it. The pure and true horseman and the pure and true ride. Give and take. The horse is giving you knowledge, you're giving it knowledge, and you're covering ground.
There you go.
Best way to see the ecology movement move forward, because it's about a planet. It's called Mother Earth. You're either going to walk it, maybe bicycle it, mountain bike it, or ride it.
There it is.
I'd rather be on horseback
There you go.
with about 4,000 other riders.
That's the horseman.
Getting it.
JAR himself, the horseman himself. This is your boy Kalaii signing off, man. Say peace, man.
Hey, peace. It is 2012 at the end
time, right?
of a great time that Obama got reelected. But no matter what anybody else thinks about it, I say hoorah, hoorah, hoorah. And I wish New Mexico. I've been in Taos most of the time, now Santa Fe, headed for Albuquerque. I wish New Mexico the greatest year it has ever had. And Merry Christmas to you all from New Mexico, and the best of New Year. And may the Great Spirit always walk with you all, and whatever you're wearing on the bottom of your feet, even if it's barefoot. Ciao.
All right, peace.